So now that you're an official member of our office, I want to share some important things to remember while you're wearing braces. These tips, tricks, and how-tos will ensure that you have a stress-free experience while you wear your braces. So what can you expect while wearing braces? It's normal for you to get a sore, achy sensation when you get your braces and after most adjustments. Think of it like your muscles being sore after a workout. You can take over-the-counter Motrin or Tylenol or anything that you would normally take for a headache. Soreness will usually go away after a couple of days, but sometimes we ask that you give it a full week to get used to everything. Some appliances may also make you feel like you talk a little differently. Don't worry, usually you don't sound as funny to the other people as you think you do, or as you sound to yourself. But to help you get used to talking with your new braces or appliances, read a book out loud or talk your parents' heads off this afternoon and you'll be used to it in no time. Your new braces or appliances can also rub against the inside of your cheeks and cause sore spots. We will show you in a few minutes how to use wax for comfort, but you can also rinse with warm salt water a few times a day to help those irritated areas heal. Don't use too much salt, just 2 teaspoons and about 8 to 10 ounces of water. Another option is over-the-counter peroxyl rinse. This is a minty flavored medicated rinse that can help soothe the ulcers. You can also look for Oragel at your local drugstores to put on ulcers to temporarily relieve any discomfort. Lastly, some patients feel like their braces stick out when they first get them on and they feel like their lips don't cover their teeth like they used to. Don't worry, I promise you that this sensation will get better, and no, you don't look like Mr. Ed. You look fabulous. Let's get started with the proper way to brush your teeth with braces. You want to make sure and use a soft bristled toothbrush. A manual toothbrush will work just fine, but studies show that a powered toothbrush produces better results. Turn your toothbrush on its side so that you can brush on top of the brackets and underneath the brackets from one side to the other. You want to brush gently, but put enough pressure to allow the bristles to get under the wire. Also, go back and brush in gentle circular motions around your gum line. That's where your gum meets your tooth. Don't scrub too hard. It's not about how hard you brush, but about the amount of time you spend doing it. And don't forget the insides of your teeth. Make sure to reach all the way to the back. We recommend brushing 2 to 3 times a day or after every meal. And don't forget to brush before bedtime. Think about all that gross stuff you've been eating all day that'll stay on your teeth while you sleep. Now, let's talk about flossing with braces. Flossing daily will also help to make sure that your gums don't get red, puffy, and swollen. Not only does this look bad, but it can cause major discomfort, and at times the gums will start to bleed. You will need to thread the floss under the wire so that you can get under the gums properly. Always try to thread away from your gums so that you don't poke yourself. This great man, Dr. Higginbotham, always says, only floss the teeth you want to keep for the rest of your life. Let's talk about how to use a proxy brush. A proxy brush is good to keep in your book bag or purse to use after you eat, especially if you aren't able to brush shortly after you eat. A proxy brush can be used to clean between your braces if you have a piece of food that is stuck. Just be careful not to use a lot of pressure and make sure to use brush in an up and down motion so that you don't put any force on the wire that could cause something to break loose. Also remember not to force the brush in an area that is too tight, as this could also cause something to break. Now I'll show you how to use wax on your braces. Braces can sometimes rub a sore spot or ulcer on your cheek or gums, especially when you're first getting used to them. Think about it like a new pair of shoes rubbing a blister until you break them in. To use the wax, break off a small amount and rub between your fingers to soften it. Then place wax on your bracket or wire wherever you feel like it is rubbing your cheek. Wax usually sticks best to dry areas, so for best results, try to swallow and clear your mouth of any saliva. Wax will usually stay in place until you eat or drink something, so you may want to remove it before that, but it's not going to hurt you if you accidentally swallow it. To help keep your enamel strong, we recommend using an over-the-counter fluoride rinse that can be found in your local drugstore. A common brand to look for is Act Kids Mouth Rinse. You will swish this rinse for about 30 seconds after brushing and flossing your teeth each night. Don't rinse out with water after you spit it out, and don't eat or drink anything for at least 30 minutes. This coats your teeth with a fluoride layer and helps fight against cavities. Full directions will be on the bottle. A couple of optional items that can make your life easier. A water pick or water flosser is a great tool to have, especially when you have braces. If your brother, sister, mom, or dad also have an appliance or braces, you guys can share the same unit. It comes with multiple attachments so that you can swap them out. Orthodots are another alternative to the wax that we provide to you. They stick better to teeth when they are wet, and sometimes that is a big help. We can give you a sample to try, and then you can find them on Amazon or at your local CVS. You will apply the Orthodot the same way you would the wax. Just pull it off the paper and apply with light pressure wherever needed. So you may be thinking, am I going to be able to eat for the next 2 years? Yes. For the first few days, it is a good idea to stick to softer foods that don't require a lot of chewing. Examples like macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, grits, scrambled eggs, pudding, and Jell-O. Did I mention ice cream? Ice cream. Have you ever had a doctor prescribe ice cream for you? Because it is proven that ice cream is a great way to help with the pain of braces. The following is a list of foods to stay away from. No sticky, chewy, and tacky foods. For example, Starburst, Laffy Taffy, Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, Airheads, and Gummy Bears. No hard and crunchy candy like Jolly Ranchers, Suckers, and Peppermints. No bubble gum. You can have sugar-free gum. Actually, we recommend that you do chew sugar-free gum after your adjustments. This will help work out any of the soreness that you may have. Do not chew or crunch on ice. You can have ice in your drink, but don't chew the ice, even the little crushed ice pellets. Think about it this way. The more times you have a broken or loose bracket, the longer it is going to take to finish your treatment. If a bracket is loose or a wire is bent, that means the tooth is not moving in the right direction. This lengthens treatment time. Not to mention, you are going to get tired of coming to see us. Your parents are going to get tired of missing work and getting you out of school, and we are going to get tired of lecturing you all the time. Wait, there's more. Cut apples, carrots, and any other crunchy fruits or veggies into small bite-sized pieces and chew slowly and carefully. Have an adult cut the corn off the cob. Biting into the corn on the cob will put too much pressure on your front brackets and will push them loose. Stay away from popcorn, kettle corn, peanuts, almonds, and other hard nuts. Not only will these things cause brackets to come loose, but the pieces can get stuck under your braces and cause irritation and soreness. Be extra careful when eating chips and try to stay away from really crunchy chips like Cheetos, kettle cooked chips, Doritos, and tortilla chips. Also, stay away from pizza crust, toasted bagels, and hard toasted bread. Be careful with granola bars as well. Let me make sure I have your attention for this one. No soft drinks while in braces. The acid, chemicals, and sugar in soft drinks can damage your enamel and cause white splotchy spots around your braces. This is called decalcification. I know you probably don't believe that your teeth could end up looking that bad from drinking soft drinks, but trust me on this one. Let me say it again for those in the back. Stay away from soft drinks. You can drink sweet tea, lemonade, juices, and milk, but the best thing for you is water. Also, be mindful of drinking too many sports drinks like Gatorade and Powerade. These drinks can have just as many damaging chemicals as soft drinks. Lastly, avoid bad habits such as biting your nails, opening packages with your teeth, or chewing on foreign objects like plastic bottle caps or straws. And don't try to take your Legos apart with your teeth. Yes, we have heard that story. They give you a special tool for that in every Lego kit. For the most part, your brackets, appliances, and wire should stay in place with no problems. Following our list of guidelines can help to make sure that this happens. Make it a point to become a member of our No Loose Bracket Club. It's exclusive and you'll want to be in it, trust me. However, accidents do happen, so what should you do? In orthodontics, fortunately, we don't have many true emergencies. However, sometimes things can happen that need to be addressed. Always call the office first and try to explain what has happened. We will do our best to work around your needs and get you scheduled so that your braces can be repaired. It is not a good idea to just show up without an appointment because you could end up waiting for a long period of time, or we may be in a different office. If it is after hours or on the weekend, there will be a number on the office voicemail to call that will get you in touch with someone from our office. Most of the time, needs can be addressed over the phone until regular business hours. If we don't answer, just leave a message and I promise we will call you back. So in the meantime, what can you do? With a loose or broken bracket, you can put wax on it to keep from sliding around and cutting your gums. If the bracket comes off the tooth, Always save it in a baggie or an envelope and bring it with you to your appointment. This will help avoid any additional fees. Always call the office to let us know that you have a bracket loose, even if your regular appointment is just a day away. Why, you ask? Rebonding loose brackets adds extra time to your appointment, and we want to be able to let our staff know so that they can set aside enough time to make the repair. If you have a broken wire or a wire that has shifted and seems too long, put wax on it and then call to schedule an appointment for a comfort adjustment. Is your head spinning? Have we just overloaded you with information? Don't worry. Check out our website for a link to this video in case you need a refresher course, or if mom and dad want to know what to expect. We are so excited to have you on our team, and we can't wait for you to see your new smile. This is going to be so worth it.